Alrighty, hopefully this is on, and while the stream is kind of loading and catching up, I will just be, doing my intro. Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is Chad. This week it is so great to see y'all again. Hopefully this is like going to pop up for you guys. I have no idea. It's been a while since I've had to do something like this. Do my intro. Hey, what is going on, everybody? My name is... Double up on the audio, huh? I'm going to let the stream load and let people join in as this is kind of popping through. So while I'm here, I'm going to do my regular kind of Saturday update, talk to you guys what happened this week and what we're doing. If you can tell, the life has been brought back to my eyes. That's because it has been. Talk about that afterwards. First things first, we talked about school and what we studied. I didn't go to school at all this week except for the last 2 days because I just couldn't be bothered. And even though I've missed basically the last 2 weeks of school, I still managed to get a very, very good grade on the QA the pre-intermediate textbook final exam. Haven't been in 2 weeks, haven't studied, still got probably about an 80%. So very excited about that. Shows that matters. Right now, I also, because I am still leaving and all that jazz, I got a whole bunch of textbooks. Basically, I bought all the books that's going to take to go from where we're kind of leaving off in Genki using the Genki method up through to what they consider the end of like the advanced level or the textbook level, where your learning kind of has to step into pretty much just native material. You're not going to necessarily have a textbook for certain advanced things. So one thing that I am doing different, I'm getting a new textbook next week, which is going to be the Chukyo Manabo book, which is like the intermediate book. I'll study that till I leave, but I probably won't use that too much because I got this guy. This is a integrated approach to intermediate Japanese. The one problem that I always had with those Chukyu books is they really don't give very good English explanation, which isn't bad when you have, a native teacher or tutor necessarily, but when you're doing a lot of self-study like I do, you need something that, has a fair amount of English explanation, which this book certainly has. This came very highly recommended from some very trusted language learning friends as kind of a solid intermediate N3 book. And I've gone through so many textbooks of just random stuff. I really should do a dedicated series just going over my thoughts and opinions on textbooks, but that will not be today. I will not bore you with that. But this, when I get home, I am ceasing, for now, work on the Chukyo Manabo books. I'm going to finish this bad boy up. From there, I will be moving to this guy. This is Nihongo Chukyu J501, which is it's a book going from intermediate to advanced. Really, this is about half. So I guess from what I heard, the integrated approach book is, the first half is about N3 stuff. The latter half is arguably N2. I've heard people argue on both sides. I don't know what's on the JLPT specifically, so I couldn't tell you. This guy's like, the first half is N3 kind of, and the second half is for sure N2. This is what Genki uses. They don't use the integrated approach book. This one has English explanations, but a lot less of them. A lot more reading practice. Pretty much this whole book is mostly reading and writing practice. So this will be really good for test takers. Once I'm done with this book, on the Genki page and a lot of my friends I have a friend that just passed the JLPT N2. He's currently studying this, which means he hasn't finished it. This is Chukyu Kara Jokyue no Nihongo, which is, I should have known that offhand, but I had to read it. Basically, it's authentic in English. The title is Authentic Japanese, Progressing from Intermediate to Advanced Japanese. So this one is N2 grammar and vocab and that sort of stuff, and contains some N1 stuff. I've looked through this, and this is very particular grammar, and it's very, you can tell it's very nitpicky, so I'm excited for this because that's the kind of stuff that I want, but I am 2 textbooks away. When I finish this, I hopefully will be done, I don't know about done, I will be in it hopefully in December, and then that's when we will take the N2 and see what your boy's made of. Now, there are other things I'm using. I'm going to buy a book that came very highly recommended back home that's all about slang and cuss words. Not because I'm such a cuss hound, but you need to understand that stuff too, and textbooks just don't teach that. And I understand a lot already, but that's just me. The other thing that I'm very excited about that I got This is a My Neighbor Totoro novel, so you guys probably hopefully will be able to see. There aren't really any pictures, it's just words, which makes this a whole different game for me. I've read some of it now and I understand a ton of it, which is surprising. I'd say I probably understand offhand about 70%, and then just with some help with a dictionary or with some words I don't understand, or maybe some weird grammar, because this is meant for kids, so it doesn't really have that hard a grammar. I mean, I could understand all of it pretty much. So this is going to be my next journey. I'm going to be starting some reading practice with this. I also bought all of those. For those of you who don't know why you don't, I should bring them on. You know, I'll bring one on frame. But hold on a sec. Every moment can be a comedic moment. I saw these and I left it up to a Twitter poll. I left it up to you guys because I trust your opinions more than I trust my own. This is 1/3 of it. I bought 50 volumes of Naruto manga. And I definitely want to use manga as a method to learn. I'm not the biggest manga reader ever, but it's a lot of native talking. It's a lot of talking and you know, just kind of how normal speech sounds, whereas this doesn't, it sounds very cut and dry. It's not how normal people would speak. So I have a whole bunch of these for that, and I will probably have a few other things. I have a whole bunch of manga at home still, but this is I need a lot to get me to where I need to go. So I have all this kind of set up and ready to go. As per class, again, I only went the last 2 days, got that good grade and stuff. The reason I'm in such a good mood, and I'm so sorry because I know I promised you guys I would be as open as possible, and I am trying to be, but also with respect to other people. So I'm going to have to, I'll give a rough explanation, but I won't mention names, dates, or what's actually happening. But how much can I say? I don't want to get them or myself in trouble. Basically, you remember all the problems I've been having with the school. I'm sure if you are at all a relative watcher of this, you would know that. By the way, I do see the chat. I will catch up on chat when I'm done with my normal Saturday thing, because I don't want to replace the people who like the Saturday video. So I'm going to do the Saturday video for probably the first 15 to 20 minutes, and then we will go into chat and questions and stuff like that. But anyways, I've had problems with the school. What happened was I had a meeting yesterday, and it was supposedly the last one. I figured we're going to sign my immigration documents to leave and blah, blah, blah. And it ended up being this giant cry fest where we all just came together and we actually understood each other. And we understood the problems, and we understood what was wrong, what was happening. And I got that apology I wanted, and about 1 billion times over that. And I'm not going to mention anything else to you guys because this is not about, you know, reparations. If anything, I'm just happy that they heard me and they heard my complaints and heard, you know, because the dissatisfaction in this community is certainly a big part of this. So we did it, guys. We won. And I actually immediately, I don't really have a lot of people to talk to about this, so I immediately tweeted a private message to a friend of mine, Holden, and because I just don't talk to that many people, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to talk about this, but I won, and I didn't expect that. And not one as in there's me versus them, but like, I'm so used to, you know, it just being this stoic school that doesn't care, and not this school, but just schools in general, and you know, people taking advantage of me. And when I find these who are real people that actually care and they fight for their students, and when you're able to talk like adults, they are, you know, they're so nice and so all about it. And I can't tell you guys what happened or any of that stuff because that's still private. I don't know if I'll ever make that public. We'll see. But they made it up to me 1 million times over and completely restored my faith in them as a school. That's how much this was. You know, it wasn't just an apology. There's a lot of stuff in it and a lot of feelings and a lot of hugging and crying, and there's a lot of things I'm just not going to bring up, but I have complete faith in the school. So for a few of you guys that are still planning to go and weren't sure, and for some of you who are going to be one-year students, because there's a couple of you guys that somehow my story encouraged you guys to do that. do it. It's the best beginner education in the world. I've been to so many schools and done so many books and so many podcasts and so many websites, so many tutors. It is the best beginner program in the world, and I don't think that there will be any other students that have the problems that I had. I'm very confident in that, actually, especially after this meeting, because we're going to be in contact and we are going to be working with me to make sure that nothing like this ever happens again, and that we can proudly put a seal of my approval of this channel and as a language learner, as well as just a human being, and being like, this will not happen to other people. So I'm very happy and very proud of the school and very thankful for them. So good for them. Anyways, I see one comment that I will answer real quick. You go back to school. I can't. Not because they won't let me, not because I don't have any money, not like that. If I'm gonna go for my goal, and that's what this channel's about, that's what we've been building this about, right? Was, Chad, you're gonna get fluent in under a year, you're gonna take that into. Well, fluent, it's become such a weird word. If I'm gonna do that, I can't stay at this school's one-year course because they can't adjust for classes. And again, that's something we'll talk about later. They can't, you know, as a one-year student, you have to have like a set course and you can't just move up. I didn't know that getting there. That was one of the problems. So I need to be at a pace that I can reach that goal. The other thing is, being that far back, I would have to get extra help outside to keep with my goal anyways. And right now that's what I've been doing, but I've been spending like 8 hours a day studying some days, literally from dusk till dawn, or from, I guess it'd be dawn till dusk. It's, I'm a very strong person. I'm very passionate, but I just can't do that. That is very difficult for me. I'm gonna turn the brightness down just so I don't kill my battery yet. So yeah, I won't be going back, but I will. I'm leaving on good terms with the school. I'm leaving with, you know, their blessing and their hopes and prayers, if you call it that, for me to get that into. And we even left that meeting saying that when I come back, I'm buying them dinner. We're gonna go out. We're gonna speak Japanese. I'm gonna buy them dinner. So I'm still studying. I'm gonna freaking kick this N2's butt. It just will be back home in Boulder. And then I do plan on coming back to Japan. I do plan on, having Japan be a big part of my life. But this was just a unfortunate event that happened that I can't really help. But I'm so thankful for you guys, for all the help you've done and for everything that you've supported me through. And, I'm generally a pretty happy person. And so when I am not happy, when I'm very sad and depressed and upset and hurt, I tend to turtle, like, go away, kind of get out of here. But you guys, even when I decided to put myself out and I was like, guys, don't watch these videos. I'm doing it because I need to, not for you, but for myself. It's like a video diary. But even then, you guys were like, Chad, we got your back, and we support you. We will be here. And I had that day where I lost like 25 subscribers, which I know it doesn't. You guys may be like, oh, it's 25 compared to almost 3,000. Well, it's taken me a year and a half to get to 3,000. So losing 25 is like a lot of people. You guys supported me through that, and we gained it pretty much back in about a day and a half. So, which is, for me, that's very short time to gain that back. So I'm very thankful to you guys. I'm not going to cry and whine because I'm so emotionally tired of crying, but thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm still going for this. We can still do this together, and we can still achieve our dreams together. It's possible. I'm not somebody that's any different from you. I'm not a very good learner. I'm not a good language learner. I never have been. I've been in language classes, since middle school, and I still can remember one sentence of Spanish. El gato en mi pantalones, ¿dónde está el baño? That's it. So I'm not any different, but even if it's not with language, but whatever your dream is, I'm not any different from you. I'm 22 years old. Never went to college. Was a C student in high school. If I can do it, you guys especially can do anything. And I want to be something that people can look at and be like, wow, he did it. Instead of, well, I guess up until now, I've only ever been an example of what not to be. So I'd like to change that. But anyways, thank you guys. And just this week was very sad and depressing. Alex left, and you know, having to clean and pack up your house while your school's being jerks at the time was not great. But I did get to go on one last fishing spout, and I went sabiki fishing, which is a very Japanese style fishing. You have a giant line that has multiple shrimp in it with a little bucket at the bottom, which, I mean, I have some over there. I'm too lazy to go get it. With a little bucket that you fill with like little shrimps, and you just drop it. You just lift the thing and it drops down, and it basically spreads this kind of cloud of shrimp. And when fish come and pick up the shrimp, you can get like 5 or 6 fish on each line, so you end up just getting buckets of fish. And you know, I caught 2. I caught ajis, which are horse mackerel, and they're about the size, you know, of a hand, so they're not very big. But I didn't eat them. I'm a picture taker and a releaser. The fish, though, is kind of, I guess the correct term is invasive, so we have to take it out. And my friend offered to eat them and you know, use them up so they're not going to waste. We're not just leaving them on the beach like some people do. So they did. Their lives weren't in vain, but they are invasive, so we do have to take them. We can't throw them back. But it was super fun. And I mean, that was like the most fish I've caught in a single trip ever in Japan was 2, which is unfortunate. But, you know, I enjoy fishing not because I'm good at it. I enjoy it because I enjoy it. And let that be a life lesson to you. You don't have to do something because you're good at it. You just have to do it because you like it. And that's the important part. I mean, my YouTube channel is not very good, but I do it because I love it. So what are you going to do? As for the week after this, I have a Skype anniversary dinner with Alex, so I'll be ending this and doing that. We're going to have some McDonald's and Netflix and chill from Skype, so that'll be fun. Other than that, we have a 4-day weekend, which the school's going to go to Beppu. I really just don't want to. I don't want to deal with it. I've always wanted to go to Ueda Prefecture, but I'm just going to skip it this time because I just don't want to deal with people. So. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do another fishing trip on Monday. I am going to be doing a lot of planning because this channel is about to blow up. Not like in people, but in what I want to do. So I want to get back into the weekly giveaways and shipping stuff and giving you guys thanks for supporting me. So that'll be coming back up. I was going to do it here, and the postcards are going to be kind of my introductory into shipping things. And then once I got good at it, I was going to start doing my actual weekly giveaway. But because all this happened and I'm leaving, I decided to wait till I got home. However, when I get home, I do want to start that up again. So be expecting that. Besides just giving stuff away, the content's going to be increasing. I want to do a live stream every week. I want to have a Wednesday video, and I want to have a Saturday video. And then, you know, other videos that I'm doing, I want to do collaborations. I want to do videos and make things with other people. And so I want to be involved with you guys. If you guys like to make a video, let's do a video. If you guys have someone you want me to make a video with, if they'll let me, I will. I mean, if you guys say, hey, Chad, do a video with Filthy Frank or whatever, the Anime Man. I mean, I'd write them, but they probably wouldn't respond. But, you know, I want to do stuff like that. I want to do things that are fun and entertaining. And I like scripted stuff, I like reviews, and I like that sort of stuff. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also not just having my exclusive set anymore, the ones you guys are used to. That'll be my Wednesday set. For different reviews I have, I'm going to have a background for anything I review that's like literature, learning, websites. I'm going to have a background for animes, movies, dramas, that sort of stuff. And the channel's just going to grow and change so much, and it's going to stay the same. It's not the core stuff that you guys see is not going to change. The quality is going to increase. I'm buying a whole bunch of new equipment with the money that you guys so generously gave me during that campaign. And we are just going to make this a whole different game. We're going to add to the channel instead of changing anything that's happening. So if you guys are like, change, no, don't worry. It's okay. We're not changing. We're making better. We're doing funner things. We're making happier things. We're making things that make us happy. And we're doing it in addition instead of subtraction or division or whatever. We're trying to do stuff cooler and funner. So that'll be coming. That'll be starting after I get home because it's got, you know, I have the rest of my like 10 days here. I'm gonna have about a week of travel and jet lag. And I'm gonna have a couple weeks to kind of bounce back and make sure I get my studies the #1 important thing. So I got to get that back on track, and then we'll start worrying about that. But I just want to let you guys know that that's coming. Again, I want live stream to be a weekly thing, and right now I'm going to try to ease it in because I don't want to have an extra video when my life's changing so much like this. but I'm doing every other Saturday. You'll have one Saturday edited video and one Saturday live stream that starts with a Saturday video and ends with a Q&A. And I figure that's a non-invasive way and a like shock way for you guys to be like, I'm not used to change. I don't want to do this. And so hopefully that'll help. Man, it's hot here. I should probably turn on my AC. But I mean, yeah, when it comes to talking about stuff that happened this week, that's the main points that I wanted to do. So real quickly, I'm going to catch up on my chat. Gonna go through real quick and talk to you guys. And then if you guys have any questions, feel free to unload, but give me a second. We're gonna go all the way back and we're gonna go through all this chat. So real quickly, what anime is the picture from? Which picture? Modmaster68. Hello. How are you today, sir? I'm very good. How are you, Modmaster68? Aaron V, my week was not as good as the Alex week, but it was pretty freaking sweet. Thanks for the congratulations on the grade. I can't hear them. Is it just me? I hope you guys heard me this whole time. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So I will be making a textbook level, so don't worry about that, Aaron V. Yeah, just Modmaster, you're making a good point that, you know, even Japanese people, there's so many swear words in English media, they have to kind of learn it. So it's important. You have to teach them correctly, too. You can't be like, you can never say this word. It's a bad word. You have to be like, these are the instances that people say this word. And if you don't, you sound weird. Like, could you imagine a Japanese person who got super angry, right? Here, I'll kind of move this up. Hopefully you guys can see my face better. Who got super angry, but I think my head was fine. Who got super angry, but never was like screaming at the top of his lungs, but couldn't find the right emotional like F word or S word to kind of tie it together. You guys would think it's kind of weird, wouldn't you? I would. So it's kind of important for that. Naruto manga boy, yeah. I'm not like the biggest Naruto fan, but it was so cheap. It was $20 US for 50 volumes, so like 2,000 yen. It was nuts. Since you are planning on taking it into, does that mean you are staying? No, I'm not staying. I made that up. So to Mr. Tempest. No, I'm not going back to school, guys. Whoa, it's Tempest. Yeah, bro. He's a good guy. He's doing more streaming now than, which I enjoy his streams. He's doing more streaming now than he's doing videos, which I think a lot of YouTube's moving towards streaming. Just, I don't know why. I think maybe because streaming has a less likely chance of getting flagged for BS. So there's still a lot of loopholes with copyright in streaming. So I think a lot of people, and it takes like less effort to just turn on your camera and like not have to spend hours editing or hours filming and graphics cards, blah, blah, blah. So this is a lot easier. So I think YouTube's definitely going towards streaming in the future. In the next 2 years, I think it'll be a pretty major part of all this. Also, when you stream, it like pops up, it like dings your subscribers' phones, unlike normal videos. And it also, oh gosh, there's other stuff it does. Oh, it pops up preemptively so they can expect your video. So it goes, oh, planned event today. So it's a lot better. I'm gonna move this kind of closer to me so I don't have to freaking, I can sit down and still do this. Okay. Closer. I'm really glad you got the closure you were hoping for. I'm glad as well. The other thing I realized, so I remember my last trip here, I had the deck of really good Pokemon cards, and I wasn't even able to read them at all. And now I went through the whole thing. I could read the entire card. I went through like 5 cards. I could read all of them. So I definitely have seen a massive growth in kanji and grammar and reading comprehension speed. So don't worry about it. I'm very stoked on that. He started with the Saturday update. He's having a good day because the school gave him a meeting and apologized to his liking. Yep. Just gonna try and blow through these as quick as possible. Sorry, guys. You can't think of it as numbers. You got to think of it as yourself in a group of 25 people. I agree completely. He's talking about the live stream. He goes, wow, there's 25 people watching it. And he goes, it's not, or maybe it was like a negative, like, wow, I think 25 isn't even that much. But you got to think 25 people, it's like me standing in a room of 25 people and 25 people listening to me talk. I mean, there are revolutions that started with less than that. So, I mean, Jesus had 12. So, no, I'm not saying Jesus. I'm just saying, like, it's not a numbers game. Like, don't worry about it. I don't even look, I mean, I have to scroll down to look at my, who's watching. And I don't do that because I don't care. As long as there's people here I can help and talk to, it could be 1, it could be 1,000. I'm stoked on whoever you are that's here. So I lost 1 today. Fudge. 1 what? Oh, you know. The Japanese classes at Genki are not even that much, so I think it's like 4 or 5 people in each class. The most I've ever had was 8. The lowest I've had was 2. So thank you, Mina Anderson, for the congratulations. She's always very nice. Yes, Aaron, I will continue the Saturday learning videos. Just because it's not what a class taught doesn't mean I'm not learning, so I'm going to still go over that. I want people to see what you can achieve week to week. Like at the school, I'm going to stop. I'm going to put a period in what the school's done and taught me and do a wrap-up video on the school, and then we'll start kind of a 2.0 version where that'll be more focused on me and what I'm learning and what I'm using to make up for me not being technically in Japan. So, mind you, not being in Japan isn't that big of a difference because most people, like, what would you even say? Most people that come here just hang out with other foreigners and they just watch English YouTubers and all their systems are in English, and if they have books they read, they typically read in English. They pretty much just do their classwork. So really, most people wouldn't probably benefit from immersion unless you're really serious about immersion. So yeah, I'm planning on keeping up because it really won't be too different for me. Modmaster, I'm going to university, but damn, it's expensive, but I'm not sure what to do with the language courses over there. And there's also a language school in Sydney where they teach Japanese, or Japanese and only Japanese, yeah. They have one in San Francisco too in America that is in Japan they call it Eikaiwa, English Conversation School, but they have a Japanese version of that somewhere in San Francisco. My friend Paul went there. I don't remember its name or what it is, but if you're in America and you don't want to go to Japan, but you'd still like to do that kind of like being taught in Japanese and having a lot of classes and learning that sort of stuff, go to San Francisco. There's a lot of Japanese people in San Francisco, so. Which would be better? That depends on your level, Modmaster. We'll talk. That's a big talk. We'll talk about that in a sec. Learning a language in its actual language is useful as all hell. It's probably the best method. It's the best method for beginners, oftentimes. There's a lot of things when you get into more advanced grammar that you just can't explain in Japanese and have an English speaker understand it. Every class have to use Tai Kim's guide on my phone as a reference to make sure exactly what they're trying to get across is exactly the thing in my head with what they're saying. So when it comes to easy things like the difference between to go and going, that's easy. You can explain that in language to anyone really and don't get it. But the difference between as or with, and not like with as a person, but like with regards to this person or as it regards this person and the differences between the two, that's going to be freaking difficult to do in the language. So there's a way to do that that doesn't involve you learning the entire language in its language because you'll get a lot of discrepancies. Still can't hear him. Oh well, I give up. LOL later. Sorry, I am the Phoenix. Hopefully other people, can you guys hear me? I hope so. I hope that maybe that was just a tech problem. I don't know what happened. Playing Modern Warfare 2. I did when I was like a freshman in high school. I was the only person that had a PS3 at the time. It just came out and nobody else bought it because it was hella expensive. And all my friends wanted that. So we just played that for like ever. I don't know if I'll play it now, but I'm almost caught up. Yay. Hold on one sec. Frick, hold on. There's so many people. Never mind, I thought I was caught up. Apparently not. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, here, back to the... Make a track for me, chatty. Okay, I'll try. All right, now remix that. Add in some wubs and a girl singing kind of really flowy at the high end, and you got a track, so good for you. Fulfill my dream. Be a DJ with me. Hey. No, I don't know how to do that. I play like 10 instruments and I used to sing, but I don't have any instruments in Japan, so I can't help you there. And I never DJ'd. I should donate some money to Chatty Boy. You know, again, if you guys like to donate, feel free. I don't make a big deal out of it. I do this to help and for fun, but if you would like to support me and to continue to make the channel cool and funner and get me new equipment to make better quality videos and help me make more videos because I have to take more time away from other work I could be doing in order to do this, then feel free to donate. If you go to my channel, there's a little thing that says buy me a bento. You just click on it and it, I think it's with PayPal, just goes right through Google and right to me. They take like a 10% or an 8% piece of it, but it's just, if you want a quick way of helping me, that is a fantastic way of doing it. The next best way is to take off ad blocker, which I'm sure 90% of you guys have, but I won't make you do that. So if you would like to help me in the long term, definitely that's another way to do it. Or if I, for whatever reason, was dumb enough to get merch that nobody would buy, then maybe buy one of those, like my postcards. I like my postcards. I don't care what anyone says. Add to Chad, yes. We're gonna do Chad stuff to Chad's channel. Yeah, that's the hope. Is the junior community college in your area? Oh, sorry, he's talking about another conversation. Okay. Reunion. Oh, it's my mom. Hi, Mom. Chelsea and Connor say hi. Hi, Connor. Hi, Chelsea. YouTube background anime picture. The one of like the 4 girls automaton. Because if it's one of the 4 girls, that's Gakko Garashi. That was a friend of mine gave that to me. The picture, that's YouTube background. Chad on your. Ignore that last comment. Okay. Chelsea wants a surprise snack. Stick that was covered in icing you brought her last time. So my sister wants me to bring her a different form of Pocky. I'll try and find a cool version. If I can't, I'll bring something else that's weird. Glad to see everything worked out for you, Chad. You helped me decide on my minor since I was just starting college after 3 years away from school. Also, any tips for remembering characters? Well, first off, good job. I didn't go back to school until after 3 years too. I went to a theology school I'm a Christian, so theology school for a bit, and then couldn't keep up with work and doing that. So unfortunately, my rent came first and had to stop doing that. And then I started doing Japanese and studying in Japan full time. So good for you. Characters, I'm assuming you mean hiragana and katakana. Kanji is a very long road. That one, for kanji, you should start with Heisei's Remembering the Kanji. It's a great book. I've talked about it in all my videos. If you're talking about hiragana and katakana, I just used an app called Kana. There's a billion apps on how to remember kana, and you just have to find the one that works. There's also free decks for like Anki or Memrise that are really good for both hiragana and katakana. So if you're looking to study and you don't want to go outside the Memrise app you'll probably already have, there's good options there. Picture on your YouTube background and the thumbnail that was on the stream before. Oh, that's Hotorugi no Morie. That's my like favorite manga and short film ever. It was an indie film a couple years ago, and you just can't find real versions of the manga and everything else. It's so hard to find. So that's definitely my favorite. Niji, you know what's funny, Niji? We talked about you in my meeting yesterday, and I said how freaking stoked and proud I am of you. And Evan was just saying about how nice you seem and how he's looking forward to you coming. And so we had a conversation basically saying like, hey, they're excited to have you, and I'm very sad I won't be able to see you. So can you have my apartment? Well, that's up to the school. I don't own it, and I can't like rent it to you. I'm leaving. So hey, if you can get it, you can get it. And if you do get it, you should make a video and send it to me and be like, Chad, I got your apartment, because that'd be funny. I think they do streaming because they can double tip, stream with ads, and then upload again for more ad views. Yeah, well, kind of. So when people watch a stream, they typically only watch it once. So what happens is for me, I have like 200 people that'll watch the stream during the life of the stream. And then 60% plus use ad blockers, so I really only get 40% of what you would expect. And even that's not very much, it's pennies. Like literally 200 views, if you guys didn't have ad blockers, makes me 20 cents. So, if that. So with ad blockers, I probably make around like 10 cents. And then after that, then you get also ad views for new people, but there's not usually a ton of people that do it. more people watch my streams, but I think that's because there's a lot of personal question and answering that you can't get on a normal video because it takes me a while to get through all the comments. So I think that's why this is bigger. I think as a whole, I don't keep track of the money, so I don't know. I don't know if you get more money from it or not. I don't think so, though, but that's just me. Stream is love, stream is life. I agree. Sorry, camera. Oh, I'm always so close, and then you guys blow up. Hold on. What's that? I'm so close. It's nice to finally join the stream with you and everyone. My name is Silo, and I really like your videos. I've been lurking for a while. Hope you reach your language goals. Everyone, I don't know who Silo Melody is. She's completely new to me, or he is completely new to me. I don't know. Go say a compliment to them. Go write a compliment to Silo. It's SILOMELODY, just because they're new and I want to spread some positivity. So like K-pop. I listen to K-pop. It's, you know, I mix it with my Japanese, but I'm a big T.O.P. fan. I also like just Korean rap in general. I don't know why, I just really enjoy that. But, you know, Girls' Generation and Big Bang and a whole bunch of random schmaltz. Welcome to the Wonderland of Chad Zimmerman. I can hear you perfectly. Okay, good. So he's trying to help the guy fix it. You remind me of Ian Higger. He can beatbox like that. I am probably not nearly as good as whoever that guy is. That was just me dicking around, but I appreciate the compliment. I'm so nervous about finding an apartment. If I can help in any way, Niji, help you find an apartment here, let me know. You can PM me or whatever on Twitter or on YouTube. I'll answer. You're a good friend, so I answer everybody, but especially you. I'll help if I can. The school's really good about helping too. Like, I know I've had my problems, but the school, not one of the problems I had with the school involved my housing. So just feel free, if you get nervous about your apartment, just talk to them about it. They're awesome. What are your long-term career goals? Frick, I don't know, dude. I want to help people. I really like to help people. I like Japanese. I'm not necessarily wanting to be a Japanese teacher or anything. I like making YouTube videos. I like music a lot. I was a concert promoter before I left for Japan, so I like putting on concerts and live events for people. I like traveling. Like, I don't know, I would like a career, but I don't really know. I'm probably gonna do some freelance translation when I'm done, just to, you know, kind of get some extra money in. And I do have a little thing I want to do involving a monthly box that I'm gonna start doing here hopefully in the next year, but I'm not gonna talk about that much because I think it's a good idea and I don't want people to take it. Remix challenge accepted. Hey, if you can do a remix challenge, I will put it in a video and retweet it and blow it up. Like, I'll probably get you an extra couple hundred views for whatever that's worth to you. No ad block here. I appreciate it. Only because I don't know how it works. It's true. The postcards are still a thing. I think I'm taking 15 home with me. So if you guys tip and you support me in that way, I will send you a postcard. I'm happy to. I don't mind. I like doing it. Doesn't matter the amount. Could be a penny. It could be $100. Frankly, if you're giving me that much, I'll probably send you more than just a postcard. But, you know, it doesn't matter to me the amount. It's the fact that you gave a piece of yourself to support what I do, so I want to give a piece of myself back and say thank you. And a handwritten, it's not typed, it's handwritten postcard. It's also made by me. I made the postcard, so a lot of heart went into it. But I won't be sending those until I get back in about 2 weeks. So if you do donate now, just realize that's going to be a while. I got to go to class now, unfortunately. Hey, Steven, I appreciate you dropping by. Thank you so much. Hopefully you get to see me say, hey, Steven. So, hey, Sean, how are you doing? Sean Kemp is another old buddy of mine on here. Is this Alec Valia Limper? Your name is dope. Limperatos. Hi, Chad. Just want to say hello. My husband is a big fan of you, and he is actually watching you right now. Can you please give him a shout out? His name is Chris James. Chris James, that name sounds crazy familiar. I think you're in the comments a lot, aren't you? I think we talk a lot. Like, we talk on IMs and stuff. I'm not great at names. I'm great at, like, pictures. I see, like, your picture, and I recognize it a lot. I think, yeah, I know who you are. We've definitely talked. Just the picture is the thing that's eluding me now. But hi, how are you? Happy you guys are here and you are watching, and I didn't know you had a wife. Hello, awesome wife person who I've not met yet. You're married to a great husband, by the way, but you both seem very nice. So I just want to say hi. Thanks. I'll look into the apps. I have all the hiragana pairs and etc. down on that kana next. Keep up the great videos. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's awesome that you are a Christian. I am a Christian. It's weird that I don't get a lot of hate for that. I'm starting to think that there just isn't as much hate as like social justice warriors or atheists think that there is in the world, or like really right-wing Christians think that, oh, we're so persecuted. People are generally pretty nice to me. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, just don't be a douche to other people. Like, you can be a kind person and not agree with other people's stuff. Just the same reason I'm sure a lot of people here don't agree with me. So you don't have to agree that with, you know, my belief in God to, you know, respect me as a person and help each other. That's just how humanity works. If we can look past our differences and help people regardless, I think we'll be a lot better off as a species. Hey Chad, glad we all went well, and I'm stoked for all the change to come. Documenting the speed of self-teaching brings an awesome aspect to the channel I adore. Keep doing you. That means a lot. I'm always nervous to change my channel because I'm so scared I'll shake people off from what they want. But I'm excited for this new chat. I really am, guys. I think this is going to be a whole new game for us. I think 2017 is going to be our year. So I really do believe this. Like, enjoy what this is now, where we can talk and hang out and stuff, because I think we're going to get a lot bigger of a family in the next year, which isn't a bad thing. But, you know, I'm such a one-on-one person, and so it's going to suck if I have to not be one-on-one, but be slightly, like, I can't answer every single question directly, but I have to do like bulk answers. That would kind of suck, but I'm still excited. I think so many cool things are going to happen. So I've gushed enough. What about tea time? Hey, I can't talk about it. Tea time. For those of you who are old-timey, you know tea time. Stuff's moving, but I can't talk about that right now. It's got to come later when we're back in America. But yeah, tea time. That was definitely, gosh, so many people like tea time. It blows my mind. Why isn't there that many people that watch them? YouTube uses an algorithm to determine payment to creators. Yeah. But if you have ad blocker, then it doesn't chalk up on the algorithm how much, like, because it bases how many legitimate views you have. So it has to be for a certain number of seconds on a certain video or a click or something like that. So if you have ad blocker, it doesn't even register that. So I'm losing automatically like 60% plus. For me, it's probably like 80% of what I would actually earn from any of this. So ad blocker does kind of suck. And YouTube, the thing is, again, this isn't necessarily a job for me. It's like, I just do this to help people. But there is, you know, a little bit I make to reinvest in the channel. Like, I have a light now that I got a while back, and I have a nice DSLR and a nice microphone and, you know, camera stands. And so there is a money aspect, but it's not first and foremost. Like, I'm not going to stop the channel if everybody watches with ad blocker. I'm not stopping the channel. I'm still going to make videos. It's just going to take me longer and harder to improve my content and make more videos. So that's really the only difference. I'm female. You, or maybe that's a face. I don't know. Okay, Silent Melody's a girl. T.O.P. such an awesome artist. He's so freaking talented. There's some people in Big Bang that aren't very talented, but there's a couple who are. G-Dragon's really talented. T.O.P.'s very, very talented. Yeah, I'm not gonna go much farther into that. A lot of people helping each other. This is what I like to see. A lot of people giving each other recommendations and talking about language. This is what I like to see. This is the type of community that I freaking gush over to my friends when I talk about it. Because I hang out with like YouTubers that have these giant fan bases, and I get to have oftentimes better communication and like people that actually like come together and know each other and talk and help each other more than the people I know that have like 60,000 subscribers. So this is certainly, I'm so unbelievably blessed. I can't believe it. Have you ever listened to non-mainstream EDM? I have a friend who's a EDM concert promoter back home in Denver. And I mean, he's posted on Facebook all sorts of EDM. So I've listened to a lot of different EDM. I don't hate it. Like, I don't really hate any genre except for maybe country. Country kind of bugs me. But, you know, I just don't listen to it in my free time. But if it's a good song, it's a good song, you know. So if you, Dubstone, would like to tweet me please tweet me because I'd like to know from your perspective. Some non-mainstream EDM that's really good, please do. I would listen to that in a heartbeat. Okay. And I'm sorry I'm quiet. I'm really trying to shout out your mom. Hi, Mom. I'm trying to read through all these as quick as I can because I'm trying to get caught up, and then we can do any quick questions and answers and whatever I have to do. Hi from Singapore. I met someone from school from Singapore. I don't think you, okay, you're definitely not her, but very nice to meet you, Sabira. I've seen, I think, a couple comments from you yesterday or 2 days ago where you're kind of new to the channel and thanking me and asking a couple questions, and oh gosh, I hope I got back to them. If not, I'll do it after this video, so I just want to say hi. As long as you aren't, this is some truth right here from Automaton. I think as long as you aren't causing drama, the drama doesn't usually find its way to you. Truth. I'm just not involved in drama. And even like when it came to the stuff with Genki, I didn't mention names. I didn't do expose videos. I kept it to myself, and YouTube was just a place where I could express how it was affecting me, the emotions I was feeling. I'm just not a big drama guy. Like, I think TMZ is trash TV, so you guys can kind of see my opinion on that stuff. Bro, I'm gonna send you a pic I found that I would like you to translate on Twitter. Happy to. If I'm able to, I will gladly translate it. So send it to me, tweet it to me. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, again, if you guys need to know updates or anything, and you want, or you just want to see my my meme game is strong. So if you want to keep up with me, talk to me, you can tweet me, I'll tweet you back. My Twitter handle is @thatsmychad, THATSMYCHAD. I very much like engaging with people on Twitter. I like it way more than probably any other social media when it comes to talking with fans and stuff. Okay, one sec. Ooh, so many people. Okay, okay, we're good. Cool. Saw your baseball video for the first time the other day. It was cool. I was impressed. Corey, thank you. Corey's been a really big. It's not him, but what he's done is definitely a goal of mine. He reached into recently, so he's been a big encourager and someone that's been helping me a lot and someone I'm very thankful for. I really want to do a video teaching people how to watch Japanese baseball because it is so fun, like way funner. I'm not a sports guy, guys. Like, look at my arms. I'm obviously not a sports guy. It is so fun, and I want to help teach people how to watch it back in America or anywhere in the world because there's a way to do it. And to help them learn the chants and to help teach them about the culture of the baseball games and what it's about. And it's a great way to study too. I just freaking I'm a SoftBank fan. SoftBank Hawks is the Fukuoka, my hometown's team. So I need to do a video on that because I really think that that's a cool idea. One sec. Okay. Tea Time was dope. Still waiting for Tea Time 2. The Tea Time Returns. I'll make that the title or something close to that. Lord knows I'm going to forget, but that'll be fun. Tea Time 2, the tea returns. Can't wait for that. Someone going, what's tea time? Oh, someone's a new subscriber. Catching you live this time. Oh, Sharon Westfall, how are you? I remember you. How are you doing? It's been a little bit since we've talked, but I remember thinking the other day, I was like, where's Sharon been? Because you're usually on like all my videos, and just a little bit lately it's kind of patchy, so it's fine. I was wondering in my head. Hope to keep up with you even after the Fukuoka. Bummed I'm gonna just miss you. I land there October 2nd. Are you also one of the one-year students, Sharon? That'd be rad if 2 of people that watch my videos are some of the one-year students. You are just gonna miss me, but there will be a lot of people there who knew me. So if you guys would like to reminisce about Chad, my best friend will still be there. Her name's Anya. She's from Denmark. She has red hair. You guys remember her from the baseball video. I don't know if she'll probably be sad because I know I'm pretty heartbroken over this, but go give her a hug. Ask permission first. Don't just run up and hug her, but I'm sure she'll have many a story about Chad for you guys to share. What camera do you use? I use a Nikon D3200. I like was that the Canon 7 or whatever? I don't know cameras. I like a better one. Frankly, what I really want is I just want a better lens. I'm probably gonna get the same lens that Casey Neistat uses, or the kind that he uses, like a 52 millimeter or 58 millimeter, something like that. Something that's wider so I can actually do like self-shot stuff that doesn't look awful. I love Big Bang. I do too. Hold on. I'm so close. Chris wants to know if you are going to miss Japan once you leave. I'm going to be heartbroken, which means I may or may not make a video that week because I'll probably just be a slobbering mess. I really do like it here, so yeah, that's going to be hard. So I'll let you guys know if I'm going to miss. Obviously, another reason to follow me on Twitter. Is Australian, British, and American English all considered as dialect since we pronounce letters slightly differently? So the only, I don't really use dialects. I use accent. That's what I think of when I think of a dialect. In Japanese, when I think of dialect, I think of ben, which is a different way of talking and stuff. That is what I would consider. Because when I talk about like how Australians talk versus how British people talk or Americans talk in Japanese, I say America ben, Colorado ben, Australia ben, English ben, like the way of speaking of Britain, the way of speaking of America. So I guess, yeah, I consider them dialects, but the word I use is accent because I'm American and why not? Hi, yes. Yep, if you want good, more melodic EDM, future bass is still small. There's no way for me to keep up with these and look up all these artists. I should do a music hour. I have such cool taste in Japanese music. I should do a music hour on YouTube too. Tweet me all these. If you guys have a thing for me to listen to, please tweet me. So you are fluent in Japanese, huh? Nice. No, I'm still learning. I am considered intermediate. So I can speak, and I have lots of Japanese friends that we only speak in Japanese, and I have no problems. But I also have times where I don't understand people. I understand about 70% of what I read, and I understand about anywhere between 60 and 100% of what I hear. It just depends on how hard the topic is. But that's about what my level is currently. I'll make sure you remember the title, Chad, Tea Time 2, the 2 returns. Yeah, make sure. So I'm going to make kind of some allusions to when it's coming out. So just make sure you keep that fresh when you see those allusions. That's the goal. You'll be there in no time. I hope so. That means a lot, Corey. Anya, okay, I will look for her when I get there. I will be there for 6 months. Okay, so you'll leave at the same time as Anya. You'll graduate on the same day. So yeah, definitely, she's a very sweet person. So if you need a friend, she's my recommendation. Hi, Chad. I recently received a certificate in Photoshop. Hit me up if you need some radical work done. I always need work done because my Photoshop skill is terrible. So if any of you guys want to make just for fun, like it doesn't have to be the best quality or anything. If it's fan made, I'm fine with it. If you guys would like to make banners or photos or funny memes or, clip art or whatever, or thumbnails, feel free to send it to me. I will use it because I like using your guys' stuff. I have fans sending me a whole bunch of stuff over email lately, and I need to be keeping track of it all because it's so freaking cool. So yeah, please send me stuff. If you guys like to, you can email it to me. I'm sure I'm easy to find, or tweet me or YouTube me, whatever. I like your video, cheap, 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 with the top of kayak.com. Thanks. I like that one too. That was I think that was probably one of my more useful videos. 35 millimeters closest to the human eye. Smaller than that will get you a wider angle. Looks like he used it. Oh, sorry, 10 to 25. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean, Atan. I have a 30 something right now. And so I want to get a wider. So I think you said 10 to 22. Okay, makes sense. I don't know anything about cameras, so Lord knows I'm going to get something that looks off. I'll get like a fisheye lens and everyone's like, what happened to this content? And then I'm screwed. Is that all the way at the bottom? Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, I'm close to the bottom, guys. Put those as private because on the YouTube copyright system, if you get striked, once you can't stream anymore, so you private them so it won't get striked. Did somebody ask like if I had privated videos or something? Maybe I missed that. Oh, will there be any more translations of I did miss one. Will there be any more translations of Radwimps? Notice the playlist went private. Went private because YouTube kind of Nazified and doesn't want people to make cool new things. So I do want to do that, but what would have to happen is I would have to do it somewhere outside of YouTube, which I don't mind. I just will find a way to do that, and because I like doing that for fun, so I'll probably just do that for fun and not worry about getting subscribers from it. Do you watch Terrace House on Netflix? No, I haven't yet. Is it good? What is it about? 70% is good, better than me, 0%. It's taken me years to get to 70%, so don't feel bad. Need any more fan art, Chad? I need as much fan art as I can get. I think they're super entertaining and fun, and they make me laugh and smile, so please do. Psst, dude, want to buy some dank memes? Bro, I don't know, my meme game is super strong, but if you got some stronger memes, we'll talk business. But you better not cut them with weak-ass memes because I'll be very upset. I really want to watch the stream chat, but I just turned 21 yesterday, and so I'm going to go to the bar since my first Friday night here. Hey, go to the bar, go enjoy yourself. Have a drink on me, I suppose. I don't drink, so I wouldn't know, but have a Shirley Temple on me, if they know what a Shirley Temple is. Grenadine and Sprite. That's my favorite drink. I would like to attempt an animation based off your channel. Hopefully I can get a certification in Adobe Flash as well. Hey, I've never seen someone do a thing like that on my channel, so if you can, please do. Sent you that pick boy. It seems like a meme, but I don't understand it. Okay, I will check that when I'm done with this. In fact, we're almost done. It's at 55 minutes. I want to keep this at an hour, so I will finish up these comments real quick. So if you have any questions, stuff, let me know. I have a degree in fine art. I will, actually. That's going to be very helpful. That is what I kind of thought. Happy to belated birthday. Hey, people are congratulating Hannah on his birthday. Just remember, take it easy. Man, you guys are dope. What a cool community. Bruh, I'm like Pepe the Frog's older brother. What day do you leave? The 28th I leave, so we're gonna miss each other by like 4 days, unfortunately. But hey, that's life sometimes. Anyways, real quick, guys, this is gonna quickly. If you guys have anything you want me to specifically answer real quick, please type it. I'll give you guys about a minute to throw some stuff out there if you guys have anything you want. While we're finishing up, thank you so much for watching. This has been so fun. This has been such a good week. You guys have been so good to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys like this video, again, getting these videos found is the hardest part on YouTube, so liking it helps tremendously. It means the YouTube algorithm, the holy algorithm, can make it be found. So if you guys enjoyed this, if you thought it was funny, if you enjoyed supporting me, if you want other people to find this, consider hitting the like button. It helps me tremendously. And that's not just words. Fan art, I think could be fun. Hey, draw fan art. I'll take whatever I can get. Okay, will do. If you guys have anything that I didn't cover in this video, please comment it in this video's description. Tweet it to me at That's My Chad. No worries, I will get back to you. Yeah, like I always do. What's the answer of life, the universe, and all the rest? I like to think it's macaroni and cheese. I like to think it's macaroni and cheese. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. So if you guys have anything else that you need, just tweet it to me. If you guys want to see what's going to happen from here out, if you want to join me on this journey of Japanese learning and language learning and following your dreams regardless of what happens, subscribe to my channel. I put out 2 videos, soon to be 3 videos every week. And I love doing it, and I will not stop for anything. So yeah, that's about it. Limiting deaf Japanese citizens. Yes, I have. It's actually just about the same. Like the grammar is different, but the words are the same symbols for the most part. From Somalia. Holy moly, I have fans from Somalia? That's so cool. Good night. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a good night and make smart decisions, and I love you so much. And I will see you on Wednesday. Food review, food review, food review. All right, how do I end this? I always never end this right. Hold on one second. Oh no, I'm hitting buttons I shouldn't hit. Okay. I want to end with my tongue out.